The following is a production of cprundown.com. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts of this podcast are those of the individual and not of any affiliated companies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rundown on Fun, a weekly podcast covering the Six Flags Entertainment Corporation, the amusement industry, and everything to do with fun. Here are your hosts, Carsten Anderson, Evan Schultz, and Kyle Hu.
Hey, and we're back. Welcome to the Rundown on Fun, our weekly podcast where we cover Cedar Point, Six Flags news, and everything to do with fun. I'm not Kyle. I'm Carsten. Unfortunately, Kyle is a little under the weather, unfortunately. So,
I feel like that could be a monthly statement.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Homeboy gets sick a lot.
Is he sick or is he just playing sick? You know, so I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he Sorry, boss, I'm sick.
He's burning the candle at three different ends or something like that. So, you know, but anyway, yeah. So I think he said he wasn't going to make it this episode. He's like, I'm good. Yeah. So, anyway,
I don't think any of the news pertains to him anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He's down in Southern and dealing with like the frost and some snow down in Florida and whatever else.
The weather has been ridiculous.
It has been very interesting. But you know what we do have? We have a full slate of news, and news. Like, holy crap. Six Flags heard our podcast and was like, oh, hey, you guys want news? Okay, we got you.
We're hoping to wait till next week to do a show, but they just kept throwing news at us.
Yeah, it was piling on.
Okay, next week I might have a trip report, and then then we'll have winter chill out 2 weeks after that. It'll be perfect. But no, they just had to throw a bunch of news at us.
Yeah. So Evan, let's just get this party started because we've got a lot of news stories to touch on. Six Flags is coming out with a new pass structure. Then
again, they're coming out with a new pass structure. If you weren't confused before, you probably are now.
Yeah, a little bit. It is confusing.
I guess I'll read their press release and then we'll get into kind of trying to explain.
Yeah.
All right. So this was announced on Monday of this week. North America's largest regional amusement park operator today announced a significant enhancement to its gold season passes and memberships with the launch of a regional park access, delivering even greater flexibility, variety, and value for guests. Additionally, the company will offer a limited time spring promotion, enabling guests to purchase a gold season pass for the price of a silver pass at select Six Flags parks. Full details, including pricing and valid dates, will be available on each participating park's website throughout the month of February. 2026 Gold Passes and memberships will include new regional park access. Typically providing access for the cardholder's local park only, Six Flags Gold Season Passes and memberships will include a significant enhancement in 2026. All Gold Passes and memberships will include access to a designated group of parks within its geographic region, allowing guests to enjoy multiple destinations with one pass. The 4 pass regions include West, Texas, Midwest, and East. There's always bigger in Texas.
I was going to say, there's a lot of parks. Well, I guess water parks and things like that.
We have regions, and then one of them is just a state. We're redefining what a season pass or membership can be, said John Riley, president and CEO of Six Flags. By including multiple parks with every Gold Pass, guests can explore more rides, more events, and more experiences, all with one affordable pass. We'll unlock more fun and adventure at an unbeatable value. Throughout the month of February, regional benefits will appear on park product pages or park product web pages and benefit grids as each region launches its new gold benefit. Texas Regional Access launches today with the other 3 regions to follow. Regions are defined as follows. Texas is Six Flags Over Texas, Hurricane Harbor Arlington, Six Flags Fiesta Texas, Hurricane Harbor San Antonio, Schlitterbahn New Braunfels, Schlitterbahn Galveston Island, Hurricane Harbor Splashtown, which I've literally never heard of, Six Flags Frontier City. That's not in Texas. Jesus, it's in Oklahoma. God,
close enough.
Get your regions right. Get your geography right, Six Flags. And Hurricane Harbor, Oklahoma City. Also not in Texas. Midwest seasonal or regional pass, which I think is the best one. Cedar Point Shores, Kings Island and Soak City, Six Flags Great America, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor Chicago, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor Rockford, Six Flags St. Louis and Hurricane Harbor, Valley Fair, Worlds of Fun and Oceans of Fun, Six Flags Darien Lake and Hurricane Harbor, Michigan's Adventure, Canada's Wonderland and Splashworks,
Wow.
and La Ronde in Montreal. I always forget La Ronde exists. Now we have the West. Knott's Berry Farm, Knott's Soak City, Six Flags Magic Mountain, Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, California's Great America, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor Concord, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor Phoenix, Six Flags Mexico, and Six Flags Hurricane Harbor in Mexico, because I'm not going to try to pronounce that city name. East Regional is everything else. Six Flags New England and Hurricane Harbor, Six Flags Great Escape and Hurricane Harbor, Six Flags Great Adventure, Six Flags Wild Safari, which is the drive-through safari attraction at Great Adventure, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor, New Jersey, Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom, Kings Dominion in Soak City, Carowinds in Carolina Harbor, Six Flags Over Georgia in Hurricane Harbor, and Six Flags Whitewater also in Georgia. All right, this is actually the important part that people, for some reason, just refuse to understand.
This is the part you want to listen to if you were not paying attention.
Because, Lord, nobody online scrolled this far on this document. In addition to the new regional access benefit, select Six Flags parks will offer a free upgrade to Gold Season Pass when guests purchase at the price of a Silver Pass during a limited time spring promotion. This offer will roll out in February with specific details on each park's website. The parks participating in the free upgrade to Gold offer include Six Flags Magic Mountain, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor Concord, and Six Flags Hurricane Harbor Phoenix, Six Flags Great America, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor Rockford, Six Flags St. Louis, Worlds of Fun, Six Flags Over Texas, Six Flags Fiesta Texas, Six Flags Frontier City, Hurricane Harbor Oklahoma City, Carowinds, Six Flags Over Georgia, Six Flags Whitewater, Kings Dominion, Six Flags Great Adventure, Dorney Park, Six Flags New England. Added benefits for existing Gold members, Gold Pass holders, and members. Six Flags will provide additional benefits for guests who have already purchased a 2026 season pass or membership. So everybody that purchased your pass in the MVP sale, please listen right now. Automatic regional park access when their region launches. Those who purchased an all-park passport will receive a free upgrade to the prestige level on February 27th. Those who purchased a Gold Pass or membership during the 2025 MVP sale will retain will retain all park access through 2026, followed by regional access beginning in 2027 for those maintaining active memberships. The Prestige Season Pass and membership include all park access and continue to offer the most comprehensive benefits across the Six Flags portfolio. For full details, including regional launches, benefits, and limited time members, guests should visit their local Six Flags Park website throughout the month of February or by visiting www.sixflags.com. So, try to do that like those commercials, like those
yeah, right.
Like prescription commercials. So, the big questions that I think a lot of people had were, for some reason, they thought that if they already bought the all park passport for their Gold Pass, that suddenly, for some reason, their Gold Pass is going to kick them off the all park passport and it's going to revert back to this regional thing. No, if you bought the all park passport, you still have the all park passport.
Or if you also had the all park passport added on, like with the MVP sale.
Right. And if you got it during the MVP sale, which it was a free upgrade, you still have the all park passport.
Right.
Now, I want to touch on the bullet point. Those who purchased an all park passport will receive a free upgrade to the prestige level. That is if you purchased the all park passport. If you got the Gold Pass during the MVP sale, which included the all park passport, you do not get the upgrade to prestige. This is only if you bought it, like, say, last week, and you're like, oh, I'm going to get a Gold Pass and I'm going to buy an all park passport. Guess what? Now you have a prestige pass, which is really cool. That's awesome for you.
Yes.
My girlfriend, I got excited because I thought she was going to get upgraded to prestige for free because I bought her pass during the MVP sale. But no, she's still at Gold, but it still includes the all park passport. Next year, and this is, before any new sales come out or anything in August or July or whatever, next year, if you go and buy a Gold Pass, you don't have to buy the all park passport to get your region. Your Gold Pass now, like if I'm going to buy a Gold Pass for Cedar Point for 2027 in July of this year, my Gold Pass will, without question, without having to add anything on, without having to do anything extra, will include all the Midwest parks. It's as simple as that.
And it also sounds like they're not going to have like a specific gold pass for just one specific park, like with just Cedar Point gold pass, Kings Island gold pass. That's
Yeah,
all
it
that
seems
one.
like if you want that, you're going to get a silver pass, which is even cheaper.
Right. It seems like if you just want one park just one park on a pass, that'll be maybe. This is us maybe just, thinking outside the box just a little bit. Maybe they won't offer something like that. I don't know. But that's cool because, the gold pass, it's nice that it's adding, say 10, 15 parks on top of that.
Especially in the Midwest region.
And it'll be interesting to see, if Cedar Point will have, and all the parks will come out with, the $99 gold pass. And, if you get, something like that, or you get 15 new parks just added on and everything like that, like that's a really good value. I know that everyone was like, well, what's going on with what's the difference between this Prestige? Prestige, you're literally, it's almost like with like a universal pass, there's no blackout dates. There's no blackout parks kind of thing. Like literally I could be like, okay, I want to go to Knott's Berry Farm. Cool. I don't have to worry about a region. I don't have to worry about anything.
You buy an all park passport anymore.
Right.
I was thinking that the Prestige Pass now functions basically like the Platinum Pass used to. Yes. You buy the pass, you have access to all the parks. End of story. You don't need to fiddle around and confuse yourself with all park passport. It's just, right. I buy a Prestige Pass, I'm going to all the parks, and I have all the benefits.
But there's a ton of different perks that you get with like the Prestige. Like you get the one-time fast lane every visit, which is really nice. Because Evan, you and I, we've been like, oh, we're just messing around in the park. I'm like, oh my gosh, let's go ride Top Thrill 2. We've got our pass.
That one-time fast lane.
Really nice. You also get two, bring a friends, like on specific, like any time of the, at least currently.
I think you could even use Saturdays. Like
I believe
bring a friend free tickets.
You get two bring a friend tickets every single year. At least currently as of this recording, that which is nice, and you don't have to worry about the day or the time of the year or whatever, which was actually really nice and stuff. So, I know they were talking about it coming out at, I think it was like, maybe, I want to say last year, maybe around like May, June, July or something. And I was like, cool, it's going to happen in the fall or whatever. And then we never saw something like that. And then I was like, huh. And then they released it now. And I think I read one of your comments, Evan. I'm like, why didn't they just wait until 2027? Unless they wanted to get this a little bit ahead of themselves to where they can have drop-offs of like, and then be like, okay, people like will become almost like more accustomed to like what the Gold Pass is going to offer, and not just one specific park.
I think
maybe I don't know.
I have a lot of thoughts there. I think without trying to knock on the chain or the parks, they did this the dumbest way possible. I feel like everybody knows they have a confusing pass structure because it's changed so much, and there's the merger, and so to just drop this in February, at the beginning of February, when most people already bought their pass anyways. Like if you're gonna buy a pass for Six Flags Entertainment, you probably already did. Fair, like 90% of people.
Fair, but they do actually get. They do talk about when they release their conference calls and stuff. They do actually talk about how people buy passes like currently. You would not believe it, but like people like buy passes like nowadays.
People are just lazy,
and then you also got to think maybe they're getting just a little bit ahead of like the spring break crowd, where they're like, maybe we should announce this and get it. But yeah, I agree with you though.
It's such a confusing system, and if they would have just waited till 2027's pass sale season, so like July or August of this year, they could have done this so much simpler, done the same exact thing, but done it so much simpler.
But like, buy a Gold Pass and you get 15 parks added onto it. Woohoo! Yeah. Buy a Prestige, you get all the parks. Woohoo! I think this is a precursor to just getting rid of the all park passport add-on. Yeah.
Because the only people that are buying the all park passport from this day forward are people that want a Gold Pass but want to go to all the parks.
Yeah.
How many Gold Pass holders are really traveling from region to region? Probably a very small percentage.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is them moving in a way that says, okay, you buy a Gold Pass, you get your region. You buy a Prestige Pass, you get all the parks. End of story.
Yeah.
It's the all park passport, I feel like, is going to end up going away in effect.
I would.
And if they would have just waited till 2027 or July of this year It would have just been so much more streamlined. You wouldn't have gotten a bunch of idiotic comments on your Facebook. I can't even imagine what Cedar Point's Facebook looked like.
Yeah.
Like, it just, they got to know that the general public doesn't know how to analyze these things like we do. And this is a mind blowing. Like,
I'm actually just curious on what they're, and maybe this will be in the fall for like the 2027 passes, is how they're going to do the food pass. Like, how are they going to have like maybe like a silver, instead of like how they've been doing it? Maybe there'll be like a silver gold or a silver food pass where it literally includes 15 parks in your region, and then maybe
I'm thinking,
I don't know.
I'm thinking it's going to be a silver one for your home park,
or maybe it'll be just a gold pass, and then
a gold one for your region,
yeah,
and then a prestige one for
everything. Yeah.
One's $100, one's $150, one's $200.
I'm just hoping that, cause I'm IT, like do stuff and everything. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, hopefully they have everything in the background and they were like running all these tests and stuff. Cause it's going to be really, really confusing.
Opening day this year across.
They'll be like, I have a gold pass. Like what? Like, no, like what? No, I should be prestige or I have the food plan. Like how do, like, yeah, it's just, whoo.
This is one thing. This is one time I'm happy Cedar Point is one of the last parks to open, because
to get the
Carowinds, Six Flags Over Georgia, Kings Dominion, they're the ones that get to guinea pig all this crap in the middle of March.
Yeah.
And then by the time Cedar Point opens, they figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the big news this week.
Speaking of,
so if you could wrap your head around that, good for you. But yeah.
If you guys
There's
have
also
any
more new stuff with the passes, though.
Say if you have any questions, feel free to contact Cedar Point's contact page and email them, and they will definitely email you back and stuff. But anyway,
I want to say they emailed me back. Or I contacted them about my girlfriend's pass. This was the day this launched, so I figure a lot of people were probably emailing them and calling them. They got back to me in like 2 hours, which is good. Really good for a contact us page on a park website, I think.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's really good. So I know a lot of people have been asking like what's happening with pass perks, and I think like Six Flags rewards. I think Legacy's had like Six Flags reward points and things like that. Well, anyway, they shut that stuff down, and they said that it was going to be down for a little bit, and they're going to come out with a new pass perk program thing, whatever. Well, anyway, it has been announced. No one, I don't know if anyone like saw it. I saw it. I haven't posted it on Rundown. I've just been busy. And then I was like, look, nobody's posted yet. I'm like, wait till we post it. And then everyone's gonna be like, oh, look, breaking news. I'm like, it's been out for like a week, but okay. Anyway, introducing, I'm just going to read this paragraph here. It says, introducing perks and play, the evolution of loyalty. The loyalty program in entertainment industry is fluid, consistently evolving to align with what families accurately need and want. Historically, many programs relied on complicated earning point systems, often requiring you to visit a certain number of times within a specific month just to unlock a coupon for the next month.
They're literally roasting themselves here.
Right? While this structure rewarded frequently, it didn't align with the busy schedules of modern families. For 2026, we are refining our approach based on extensive customer feedback and advancements in marketing technology. The goal is simple: lift restrictions, give pass holders an equal chance to maximize their visits when rewarding campaigns are active. This philosophy created Perks and Play, a robust platform designed to tap into emotional loyalty.
Emotional loyalty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, one more paragraph. It says the new strategy focuses on delivering rewards that are both transactional. Yes. It's been a long day. Transactional and emotionally relevant. We want to reinforce that holding a season pass makes your day that much better. Whether it's taking advantage of a discount on the latest merchandise to add to your collection or share the thrill with a loved one with a Bring a Friend ticket. The program is designed to install real value. So I'm done reading.
So basically, it just sounds like they're just going to kind of throw perks at pass holders whenever they feel like it.
Yeah. So our last year, and I think it was the year before as well, you had so for instance, Evan, if you wanted to get a 30% off, 20% off coupon at Cedar Point, and it was say May, it would say you need to visit 4 times in the month of May. And as long as you visit 4 times in the month of May, you will get that 20% off coupon in June. And so you could use that 20% off coupon in June and buy whatever your heart desired, or whatever. And then sometimes I think it would also it would be added onto your pass discount as well. So sometimes you may save like 40% off.
Mm-hmm. I took advantage of that.
Which was really, really nice. But you always had to make sure you were like, gotta get to the park. So now it's not as bad. And it's pretty much, it sounds like it's just going to be, they're just going to activate an offer and you'll have within a few days to do it and, go.
It'll be like
that.
Hey, this week, here's a 50% off coupon that you can use once. And then like the next week, it'll be like, hey, Prestige members, you get an extra one-time fast lane per visit. Stuff like that.
Right. And then also they're going to communicate, it says, through all a bunch of different channels. They're going to do dedicated emails. So if you want to get on Six Flags on Cedar Point's website and everything, get your email all set up, do that. You can do, and they're going to do it in connection newsletters. They're going to do it through the mobile app push notifications, SMS, text messaging, and in-park signage. They're going to have talking about all this stuff. And what, Ivan, I know you're curious on like maybe what the perks are going to be for this year, right? You're like,
Oh, I am just chomping at the bit.
Well, so they included some of the perks. And it says also like the variety of the perks will be active for 1 or 2 weeks. Just depends on what kind of what kind of timeline they put it on. But it might change from like different park and different whatever. So anyway, so the discounts and the perks and everything will include extended food and beverage discounts, savings on specific products, locations, or wide range of snacks and meals. BOGO, this is what I'm a little excited for. BOGO 50% off, buy one get one offers on food, beverages, and even merchandise. That's the new merchandise. I think is new. The food and the drink, the food and drink. I've
50% off merch. I don't think that. I know Six Flags had offered that, but Cedar Fair definitely never did.
Yeah. Merchandise savings, spend and save offers off your total transaction or your discounts on specific items to help you grab that hoodie or souvenir you've been eyeing.
Oh,
so
God.
that's
the
nice.
Second I get a push notification that says, hey, Coaster Dynamics are 30% off, you will see a dust cloud behind my car.
No running in the park. No.
Yeah, but nobody, the park never said I couldn't speed on my way there.
Yeah. Okay.
Just all the cops.
Follow the laws. Ticket offers, discount on Bring a Friend tickets. Also, casually, they'll do a free Bring a Friend tickets during select campaigns. Add-on discounts, savings on fast lane meal plan or dining plans, and also drink add-ons. That's cool. Like savings on a fast lane. Be like, maybe I'm just thinking outside the box. This doesn't say anything on here, but I'm just like, maybe it's like a Wednesday and it's kind of like a rainy or kind of dead day or something at Cedar Point or whatever. And they're like, you know what? Boom. How about 50% off of fast lane? I mean, that might draw some people in that are kind of locally and whatever.
You will 100%. You're 100% right on that. That's exactly what they're going to do. And honestly, they're going to get so many suckers.
I would do
with that because, you and I know that on a rainy day, that even a $50 fast lane ain't worth it, right?
Maybe.
But there's some people. That's a lot of. There's probably 200 people there.
It might not be worth it right now, but if they start pushing out these notifications, it might not be as like how we normally used to think about it. Possibly. And then the last one I'm really, really, really excited for, and I'm curious on how this is going to adapt and go over, and how this is going to do. But it says loyalty reward currency. That's right. Loyalty reward currency. In-park digital currency that you can spend just like cash on food and merchandise. And they also say, and more to come. So I'm freaking excited.
It just sounds like they're just going to like give you like point bucks or something like randomly. Like
I
just
mean,
$20 to use however you please.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Also, just to make sure everybody knows that whatever your home park is what you will get to use these pass perks at. So if your home park is Carowinds, you got to, look out for Carowin stuff. It's not specific to that. So, which is, like I said, really, really nice.
Something that occurred to me,
I'm excited.
And I wish Kyle was here. I think this is very similar to how the SeaWorld and Busch Gardens parks do their pass perks.
Ooh,
I think it's just, and maybe even Universal. I even though I have a Universal pass, I don't pay attention enough because I'm only there a few times a year. But I feel like it's kind of like hey guys, this week you get a free pin and 50% off on, I don't know, ornaments. I don't know.
Right. And then also really quick, I do want to touch on, they did release, let me see here. I did say perks and play. There is, I need to bring this up here. There is, where's it at?
Are you talking about that Midway Arcade thing?
Yes. So,
there's actually a link for Midway Arcade.
It says coming soon per se, but pretty much, it's kind of new, but this is like what I was talking about with the play thing. It says, step right up to the Midway Arcade, play virtual classic Six Flags Carnival games, test your test your skills for a chance to win in-park prizes, check your spot in local, global leadership boards, things like that. So sign up and play now. It says coming soon on the page. If you want to check it out, you go to Cedar Point's website, go click on perks and play, and you can read to your heart desires, all and get everything, and get kind of like the lowdown of what's going on with everything there. So
that's really interesting that you can just hop online and play a virtual game and it might benefit you in park.
I don't know that's the wording, and I'm curious if that's going to be the case, or if maybe you have to be in the park and, you scored 755 points on Down the Clown or something. And
it's going to be the friggin' battle for Cedar Point again.
Hey, yeah, right.
Because that works so well.
Speaking of perks, really quick, everybody knows that Cedar Point has early entry. They actually released it, I believe, yesterday. The 2026
early to do that, by the way.
2026 early entry. Who gets to 2026 early entry is going to be Cedar Point overnight resort guests, Prestige Pass holders, and I think that's it. Yeah. So if you stay overnight at one of Cedar Point's hotels, or if you if you're a Prestige Pass holder, now I said Prestige, you can't be gold. You can't be gold and have the all park passport, whatever. You have to be a Prestige Pass holder to get early entry. Again, go to Cedar Point's website, go check out the early entry, and everything like that. But anyway, so if you're staying at the Hotel Breakers and Lighthouse Point, you can use either the Magnum XL 200 gate or also the Windseeker gate between 9 and 10 a.m. And those gates are specifically for you. If you are a Cedar Point Marina, that's the other one I forgot. Sorry. I guess overnight stay, Cedar Point Marina. But if you're a Cedar Point Marina guest, you are able to visit through the Valraven Gate between 9 and 10 a.m. Only the Marina folks get to go through that gate at 9 through 10 a.m. And then guests staying at the Express Hotel, Castaway Bay, Sawmill Creek. You present your early entry pass provided from the front desk along with your park admission ticket or a prestige pass and enter through the main gate. And if you're a guest with prestige pass, you just enter through the main gate. You can't go any other gates or anything like that. It's just the main gate, and you go right through and you enjoy the early entry. And Evan, I know you're questioning, what are the rides? I will tell you,
because I go to early entry so often.
Hey, you know what? We normally go to early entry like for what?
Opening day and closing day.
Oh, and also Coaster Mania. You know, we do that too sometimes. You know,
I didn't go to Coaster Mania this year.
All right. Well, I went to. Anyway. So the rides that are currently listed, and again, this could possibly change. Who knows? Just because, you know, maintenance and weather and whatever. First of all, select rides in Kitty Kingdom will be open for your children.
Yes.
I know, right? And
starting out strong.
Right. Starting out real strong here. We've got Top Thrill 2 coming in for early entry. And we've got Millennium Force.
All I need.
As well. And then I saw someone really excited on our Facebook page. Iron Dragon is also on the early entry list, which is pretty cool. And then we've got Gatekeeper, that's also on the list, and Cedar Downs, which is on the list too. And then I believe rounding it off, I believe it's Cadillac Cars is on the early entry. Again, early entry is from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. or also if like the park hours
an hour before the park opens.
Yeah, normally, yeah. So check out Cedar Point's page for all the details for early entry if you want to get like the lowdown and be like, oh, I'm going to, you know, I don't know what's going on with if I'm staying at the hotel or something or whatever, and be like, oh, do we get that? I do know that at Kings Island, a little off topic, I know that Kings Island, you do actually get early entry there as well. I think it's like a half hour before the park opens, but they have like a sliding, kind of like a ride scale kind of thing where a few months they'll do like maybe Diamondback.
Yeah, theirs is
Beast, and then the other will be, you know, something else.
It might change this year, but it's always a half hour before the park opens. And then like April and May will be these rides, and then June and July will be these rides, and then August and September will be these other rides, and which is also nice. Kings Island's early entry has always been super helpful. Like that's a half hour.
You can at least knock out at least if it's a busy Saturday, if you're going there and you're not wanting to buy like money for Fastlane or something, you can at least, you know, get 2 coasters off your list like right off the rip.
Easily.
So yeah, definitely. Evan,
theirs is really good.
Evan, you want to talk a little bit about what's going on at Knott? Because
those are the big updates. Now
those were the big ones. Now we've got some small tidbits. We spent like a half hour talking about those.
That was literally probably 3/4 of the episode.
Yeah.
So real quick, in the article I read earlier, when they listed all the parks in the respective regions, they also included if there's anything new at those respective parks. I'm going to hit some of them that we didn't put in the rundown. Because there is some other stuff. Six Flags Mexico just opened literally a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago. A Vekoma family boomerang coaster named Speedway Stunt Coaster. They mentioned that in here. They mentioned for Six Flags New England that Quantum Accelerator, New England's first launch straddle coaster, is coming in 2026. That is confirmed. Six Flags Great America, they mentioned their 50th anniversary celebration. Obviously, Kings Island, we've talked about Phantom Theater plenty. Tormenta at Six Flags Over Texas, we've mentioned plenty, and the new restaurant that's accompanying it. Six Flags Magic Mountain is getting a new Looney Tunes land, which I don't think we've mentioned at all on here, with 4 themed areas inspired by beloved classic characters. So Looney Tunes are not going anywhere, just saying. And then the one I do want to talk about, because it's probably the most recent and the one we got the most info out of recently. One, Knott's Berry Farm does mention that Montezuma, the Forbidden Fortress launch coaster, is coming in 2026. They haven't forgotten about it. There's work actively being done on it. If you visited the park, you can see that they are actually finally progressing. And then they also, what website is this? I don't even know. They are also coming out with a brand new food place, which is always exciting for me. But I think it's more special because Knott's Berry Farm is famous for their fried chicken. And this is really, really honing in on that. So I'm going to just read the article real quick. Knott's announces Johnny Rockets eatery replacement, which I think Cedar Point got rid of their Johnny Rockets a couple of years ago now.
Yes.
So Knott's Berry Farm, one of Southern California's most popular theme park destinations, will debut a new eatery in the heart of Charleston Circle, right across from the famous fountain this summer. I have no reference for this because I have never been there. The venue, currently at Johnny Rockets, will undergo a complete transformation starting April 15th. So get to Johnny Rockets by April 15th, man, which is just after the conclusion of the popular annual Boysenberry Festival. In addition to a new look and feel, the menu will feature park classics, chicken and boysenberry, in entirely new ways. Knott's Berry Farm guests have long enjoyed the unique and immersive experiences found throughout the park. So when we look to reimagine the food and beverage space from its current concept, it made sense to draw upon the legends and characters already here, said Rafi Caprolian. I don't know who he is. He must be either their park president or like their head chef. Crafty's Kitchen will bring together Knott's culinary excellence, featuring clever chicken dishes and boysenberry, of course, with a continuation of Crafty Coyote's story. Located on Memory Lane, the premier chicken and fries destination will have a whimsical backstory revolving around its owner, Crafty Coyote. Guys, this is a restaurant. This is a counter service restaurant with this kind of story and crap. This is crazy. Famed for his pie thieving days when he pilfered from the next door Knott's Berry factory in the weird woods of Knott's Berry Tales Ride. Having hung up his outlaw ways, Crafty has reinvented himself through a hint of mischief still lingers in his quirky culinary concoctions. Guests will be invited to grab a tray. Am I reading a dark ride or a
I was going to
plate?
say, yeah.
Jesus. Guests will be invited to pick up their blasters and shoot at... No, I'm sorry. Guests will be invited to grab a tray and slide down the nostalgic self-serve line where crew members in Crafty Coyote hats will dish out plump, juicy chicken tenders, crispy wings, a take on chicken and biscuits, and more, all complemented by a mouthwatering array of sassy pup sauces. Alternative chicken options will also be available to ensure everyone can get a taste of Crafty's creations, while sides such as fresh cut fries, available plainly salted or loaded, homemade pickles, and more will be available to accompany the poultry feast. And of course, no meal is complete without a sweet finish, so Crafty's Kitchen will offer boysenberry pie shakes made from pies that will be baked, not stolen, daily. There's more. As the story goes, Crafty's Kitchen is the previously shuttered factory cafeteria of the Berry Factory, and Crafty Coyote has decorated his new place with mementos of his villainous days, while also showcasing inspiration for his newfound turn at making an honest living. The walls will be lined with playful mugshots, wanted posters, and blueprints for Crafty's wacky fryer inventions, blending Knott's Berry Farm nostalgia with a fresh contemporary vibe. With its fun signage and spirited atmospheres, Crafty's Kitchen promises a flavorful, mischievous dining experience unlike any other in the park. Jesus Christ. This is like Disney level. Like, God.
I mean, you gotta elevate. I mean,
that's no Six Flags stuff. I'll tell you that. Well,
you know what? It's got me excited to go out to Knott's Berry Farm again and definitely check that out. Cause I do remember walking by that, Johnny Rockets, and it just looked really kind of dull and dark.
Sounds like it was very out of place.
It did feel a little bit out of place. Yeah. It was kind of just like, meh, and you're like, oh, well, I didn't even realize there's a Johnny Rockets here. So again, that's, Six Flags investing more money into things. Evan, do you have any more to add, or I'm gonna go on?
Nope, that's it for Knott's. That might be what finally gets me out there. I'll say that much.
Okay, all right. I mean, you had Evan at food, so they really tried to theme it to something, dark ride-ish to get him to.
I can't believe how much they put into that.
They're like, we heard Evan has one of those go wild passes for flying. Let's make the most outrageous, coolest, thingest, or
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure Frontier does fly to LAX.
There you go. Right.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, so some news from Kings Island. This came kind of like out of nowhere.
Without a huge backstory.
Yeah, no backstory or anything. If anyone's ever been to Kings Island, I know the one gift shop. I cannot remember. I think it was on the right hand side when you're leaving the park.
Nope.
That's
Wrong
not
one.
the one.
This is on the guest services side.
Oh, okay. Even better. Okay. I thought, because I was like, oh, that was nice. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm glad you knew that because I was thinking the wrong one.
I had to really focus and figure out which one was which.
Okay. Well, anyway, the gift shop at the very, very, very front of the park. There's 2 gift shops at the very front. At least there was, unless they decided to get rid of the other one. Is getting completely a new giant refresh. It's called KI Essentials, and they're going to be kind of refreshing it, making it look really nice and pretty.
Making it look very Cedar Fair-y.
I would say it probably maybe looks like the new the pagoda-ish, or even the one at the front, Point Plaza, or
yeah, or even the other one at Kings Island on that same side of the park, the main. Right by Cinnabon and
I can't remember the name of that.
The Build-A-Bear. I can't remember it either, but I think it's like Trading Company or something. But they just redid that one this year.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's going to look really good at the very front of the park. If you go on Kings Island's Facebook page, you can take a peek and see all the rendering photos and stuff. It's going to almost mimic per se like the Eiffel Tower. It's going to take some subtle stuff from the Eiffel Tower, the decorations and the wood framing and whatever. It looks like it's going to get like a newer floor and stuff. It just looks like more modern and more up to date, and not just kind of thrown together for a gift shop and stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that. If you could get super super excited about a gift shop. Did I have something else for Kings Island as well? Oh yeah, there's another one. Kings Island just announced, I believe this week, but a few days ago or so, that I know everyone was like, oh, what's going on? Like the monster, AKA it was, it's like the octopus kind of thing that
or like Monster at Cedar Point.
Yeah. Yes, like the cars spin around in a circle and stuff and everything, and it kind of looks like an octopus or whatever, right? Well, it's called Monster at Kings Island, also at Cedar Point. It was gone last year, and everyone was like, there was a lot of rumors going around that it wasn't coming back, and I think they were waiting on some crazy part for maybe a year and a half or something. I'm not sure what happened, and it just kind of sat vacant. They even put a wooden fence around the ride, so you couldn't even see it during the fall, or you couldn't even see it during the summer and stuff and anything. But anyway, they announced it's coming back. It's coming back this year. I would not sure if it's coming back on opening day for Kings Island. I hope it is. But it'll be back here in 2026. So I know a lot of people really, really love that ride. I love that ride. Anybody wants to spin like crazy, you can spin by yourself, and then I like to spin by myself, and even when it stopped and get crazy looks on the midway, and is that guy drunk kind of thing. No, I'm just having a good time. I'm having a really,
you do look like a psychopath.
Yeah, I don't mean I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. But yeah, and then also, if anyone's forgotten or anything, Kings Island's still continuing to work on Phantom Theater, opening Nightmares. This is The Curtain Rises in 2026. Not sure on when that's opening yet. I don't know if it's opening when the park opens or if it's going to open just a little bit later, and things like that. But that's a new cool dark ride that it'll be it's replacing Boo Blasters, and you'll be able to shoot things with a flashlight that we learned from IAPA and stuff. So that's going to be really cool. So there's stuff to look forward to on that. And then so Evan, I know that was it Six Flags Great Adventure, they were they teased something, didn't they?
Yeah, moving right on along. So this was originally the 2026 attraction that was supposed to replace King Ka. Got bumped to 2027. I think people still remain skeptical, but construction has started. People see land clearing footers, et cetera, et cetera. And finally, Six Flags Great Adventure made note of it with a picture of the park entrance with just a hard hat in the foreground, and then it says behind the scenes, the story begins. Hashtag adventure awakens. Hashtag six SFGAD 2027. So I don't have. I mean, we know this is going to be some sort of giant record-breaking roller coaster. The Six Flags has said that themselves, but I don't know what, and I don't really know what kind of theme Adventure Awakens kind of points to. Is it going to be themed to Six Flags Great Adventure? Like I don't know. This gives us basically nothing, but at least we know the park is finally acknowledging it, and we know, okay, this is happening finally.
There's enough money in the piggy bank.
2027 is going to be a really good year. We got Fiesta doing something. We got Carowinds, Magic Mountain, and now Great Adventure has confirmed something. And I mean, that's not counting anything Cedar Point might do. What there's still a giant empty plot at Vortex at Kings Island, and
there's a big one.
But that's at least 4 major rides coming to the chain in 2027, which is very good news.
Yeah, no, good news is, I mean, that's good. That's crazy good news. And speaking of crazy good news, I don't know if the parks did this on purpose to be like, oh, hey, gotcha. We were like, well, we're going to open just a little bit earlier than for like good press, like, oh my gosh, you're actually opening earlier. But Six Flags over Georgia, this was I think announced on January 21st. So this is a little old. They announced their opening day was going to be, I think, March 29th or something. Well, you know what? Their opening day is actually changed. It's going to be March 14th for Six Flags over Georgia. Again, more days to have more fun and things like that is, I think that's a win. And then also, speaking of another win, I don't know what the original date was for King's Dominion. I think it was also March 29th. Not 100% sure. But they changed that as well to March 21st is going to be their opening day, which is, again, that's awesome that, the parks are adapting and being like, you know what, we could probably open a little earlier. I'm just waiting for Cedar Point to be like, oh, hey, by the way, we're opening on May 3rd. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
No.
The park is definitely trying to get everything all put back together and hire everything. By the way, this isn't in our notes, but Cedar Point and all the other Six Flags parks, if you have a Six Flags park around you that you're listening to, we'll be hiring. The company will be hiring, I believe, this week and next week in a big giant hiring spree and stuff. I know Cedar Point, I believe, is going to be hiring around 7,000 to work this year and stuff. I know the perks are really cool. It's like you get to work at an amusement park. I mean, the hours kind of suck a little bit, but if you think about it, when you're not working, you get to meet a ton. Evan, you would even agree as well. You get to meet a ton of people that like you're like, oh wow, I've just made like 40 different friends in the summer. If you work on a roller coaster or ride, you can get ride trained and you can actually operate a roller coaster or ride. That's kind of cool, I think, at least in my head. And then you can do food, or you could do games. You can do all kinds of
I'm always sarcastic, so I gotta say, and you even get to work with the public every day in the hot summer sun.
You also get
to
like
your point, please.
Yeah. You also get like a bunch of. I know like they always have like ride nights each week and things like that where you can
have a lot of ride nights.
So for instance, like say the park closes at 8 p.m. and they'll open up the park for just employees only. At least at Cedar Point. I don't know what other parks do. I just know for at Cedar Point.
Yeah, you're hyping this up, and everybody that works at Worlds of Fun is like, we don't get that.
But anyway, so like for instance, the park closes at 8 o'clock. They'll open it up at like 10 p.m. and go until like midnight or 1 a.m. or something, and have like Raptor and Blue Streak and I don't know. And then they'll have they'll have the big ones too open as well, like Topple 2 and Siren's Curse and just all kinds of fun. And they make it fun. They have like theme nights and all kinds of stuff. There's a ton of different things. So if you're looking for something to do,
all Six Flags parks, you get really cheap meals. You get
yes.
They do bus trips to other parks, and not even just Six Flags parks. Like I've seen
bus trips,
Dollywood.
period. You can go to Niagara Falls or
they've done Niagara Falls. They've done Hershey Park. They've done Kennywood.
And these are cheap bus trips I've seen. It's like
a good way if you're a kid that's saving up for college or something. You work over the summer, you make a crap ton of money, and you don't really spend any money. So
yeah. Don't go.
You are going to exhaust yourself though. Don't sugarcoat it.
You'll be able to see Evan and I. We'll be riding coasters and just doing our thing. But this is a little bit shorter episode than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more than an hour. But
I could say that I might have a trip report the next time we record, because in 2.5 hours I will be frantically refreshing the Frontier website to see if I could book a round trip flight for just Saturday, and go down to Universal for like 8 hours and then fly home.
The same day.
So either I'm going to stay up till midnight and then be elated and not be able to sleep because I'm so excited to go to Universal on Saturday, or I'm going to stay up till midnight. I'm not going to get a flight, and I'm going to be pissed that I stayed up extra late to not get a flight. So we'll see. Stay tuned, kids.
Yeah, right.
I guess in any way you'll have a story for the next time we record.
Fair, yeah. No, we will be like, dude. So I refreshed the page at midnight, and none of the flights went live. Like, what the hell? I had to wait until Central Time.
The flights. There's no guarantee that Frontier puts these flights, up for free, quote unquote.
Right at midnight.
Right at midnight, or at all. And second, there might only be like one available for the flights I want. So my years of Winter Chill Out and Coaster Mania and Coaster Stock and Hollywood Nights, refresh right at whatever time and buy the ticket. The years of that have trained me for this.
Yeah.
So,
and I believe that next
I'm glad tomorrow's Friday, man, because regardless, I'm going to be so tired tomorrow, but it might be worth it. It might not be worth it.
Well, you know what? When we release this episode on Saturday, it'll already be in the past. So you'll either be in Florida or you won't be.
What time do you usually release the episode?
Like 6 a.m.
Well, I will either be approaching the airport or I will be sound asleep because I will not be approaching.
You'll be sound asleep with your arms crossed with a
scowl on my face.
With a scowl on your face, yeah. But
I should be riding a Velocicoaster today.
Yeah, like I don't know what. But I think the next episode is, Evan, if you get on a flight, we'll do a short episode. And if you don't get on a flight, maybe we won't do one until after Winter Chill Out. Because I don't see us having any more crazy news.
You're going next weekend for sure. You're not right. You're not doing a maybe trip.
Oh yeah. I will be.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll put together a trip report episode for like
maybe after I get back or whatever. A week before Winter Chill Out, we could do that.
And then the 21st is Winter Chill Out, so we'll definitely have an episode the following week.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe it'll be like.
I'm going to say probably nothing next week, regardless of if I'm in Florida this weekend or not.
Yeah. We'll take a break and see if we can get Kyle healthy and some vitamin C.
Yeah, he better be. He's supposed to see me on Saturday if I see him.
Well, you better be in like a giant yellow hazmat.
Spray his ass with Lysol.
PPE all the way. Watch you. He picks you up and you're like, he doesn't even look like he's sick at all. You're like, oh, okay.
This is going to go in the episode, but it's not, y'all can log off now. My sinuses are going to kill me on Saturday if this happens, because the temperature when we take off is going to be like 6 degrees in Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
The high in Orlando is 70. So that's a really nice day, right? Yeah. And then I'm going to fly home and it's going to be 6 degrees again, all in a 12-hour, 14-hour period.
Your body's just going to think you work in like a refrigerator or a freezer factory. Like, oh, I'm showing up to work, but
it's going to be my sinuses hate me when I go to Florida regardless for some reason. So this is just going to kill me. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But Evan, you want to close it out and then I will, I'll finish it off.
Yeah. Man, we finally had some news. So that was nice. Lots of good season pass news and stuff. Thank you as always for listening. Even though this will be after I'm on a flight or not, when you listen to this, cross your fingers for me and talk to you when you talk.
And make sure you share this podcast with all of your friends, and make sure you rate us and share this with everybody on your Facebook. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks for tuning in to the Rundown on Fun. Don't forget to follow us on social media for all the latest updates from Six Flags Entertainment. And remember, always be kind to your ride operators. See you soon.